click on the subscribe button and remember to press the bell icon for regular notifications from our digital blogger. Hello friends, welcome to our digital blogger. Today we're going to talk about another full service broker, Marwari Shares. Some people call it Marwari Group as well. In this video, we will talk about company's background, brokerage charges, trading products, trading platforms, research quality. At the same time, we will talk about exposure, customer support, so that you will be able to figure out whether this full service broker is good enough for you or not. Let's get started. So as usual, we will start with the company background. Marwari Shares is a full service broker. They're gonna give you a wide range of services but gonna charge you relatively high brokerage rates. This particular broker is based out of Rajkot, Gujarat. As of now, they have an active client base of around 53,000 active clients, and they have multiple investment classes for you to offer. This particular stock broker has around 700 employees, and they have around 95 branches across different parts of India, primarily in first and second tier cities. This broker was established back in the year 1992, and it offers you a free demat and trading account. There is an AMC or annual maintenance charge, but opening the account is free. Customer support, research accuracy, trading platforms are few areas that can be improved. Then let's go specific. Trading products. They can allow you to trade and invest your money into equity, commodity, currency, derivatives, that is future and options. They have depository services, mutual funds, IPOs, insurance for you in order to invest your money. So you don't really need to open a different account with any other broker for your financial needs. Pretty much this particular stockbroker will be able to take care. Then trading platforms, the focus of technology. When it comes to a lot of stockbrokers, their free shares has in place for you in terms of their mobile app or other trading platforms, be the web-based application or the terminal software. We'll start with the mobile application. For that, we need to check out Google Play Store. So the mobile app of Marwari Online is called MSFL. Now this is particularly rated at 3.0 by around 76 users. Now 76 not that big a sample size. It still gives you an idea of the overall user feedback. Now around 47% have rated this application negatively. Overall satisfaction score in this case is around 53%. Industry average, just to give you a benchmark, is around 81%. So this gives you a perspective to understand where this application is rated by the users of a same stockbroker. The last update was done on 8th of December 2017. We are recording this video in February 2018. Generally, they take around 3 to 4 months to put in a single update or patch in the mobile application. The number of installs are very small. A lot of issues with the UI. The application design is pretty primitive. The application crashes and it hangs at time. At the same time, it seems that the kind of limitations they have when it comes to technology is pretty much evident through the trading platforms they have. Now, they have limited features. Irrespective of the fact, if you want to do technical or fundamental analysis, you're going to get hit a wall very soon. So if you are a beginner level trader, to understand how applications work, that is the only way we can recommend as of now. Be it an intermediate or a heavy level trader, they should not be even looking at this application for their trading. So this is the mobile app which needs a huge upgrade. But if we talk about other trading platforms offered by this full service broker, hopefully they give a better proposition there. Let's head to ourdigitalblogger.com to understand different other trading platforms they have. Now when it comes to other trading platforms, they give you Audindite. Now these are third-party softwares. This has nothing to do with the technology team of Marwari Shares themselves. So Audindite is basically an exhaustive terminal-based software. You require it to download onto your laptop, computer or desktop. You cannot use it on your mobile phone. Number of features are pretty exhaustive in nature. The only concern is this application brings is that this is third party. So in case you have a feedback or a comment, or if you want something to improve on this application, this cannot be done by Marwari Shares themselves. They will just forward your request, and hopefully the technical team of Odin Diet will take care of that if they like the feedback good enough. So this is the way the application looks. They have NSE. Now again, third party NSE based application. Just need to use a browser, be it Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari or Internet Explorer, and you can directly use it from there. Now it can be used on a mobile phone as well. It's a responsive application, lightweight in nature, number of features are good. You can put in multiple types of orders, but still beginner to intermediate level traders, this is suitable for you guys. Heavy level expert traders should still look out for other options. Then mobile application we have just discussed, huge numbers of features to be added, huge number of improvements to be done in terms of the UI. You can just look at it right in front of you. The UI is pretty bland, it's tough to understand. This pretty a lot of data is right in front of you. It's difficult to understand how the application works and things like that. So it can be confusing. As of now, we will say that you stay away from this application. Hopefully in time they come up with a better version. So these are different trading platforms offered by Marwari Shares. Then we move to another important aspect, pricing. Now it really depends whether a stockbroker is value for money or not. It can be expensive, but as long as it is bringing value to you, they're bringing profits to your trades, it's absolutely okay. So just don't look at low brokerage, high brokerage, look for value for money brokerage. Now in this case of Marwari Shares, they give you an account for free. So be it Demat or trading account, you do not need to pay anything. Account opening part is free here. The annual maintenance charges, AMC, there are a couple of plans they have. They have a yearly plan of 450 rupees which you pay every year, and they also have a lifetime plan of 2500 rupees which you pay once, but once you close the account you get 2250 rupees back to your account. So they are just deducting 250 rupees, but they are going to give you the refund. But depending when you close and things like that will come into picture later. Now brokerage, this is more interesting because this is going to be charged to you on a regular basis. Especially if you are an intraday trader, then this number becomes even more important to you, simply because in every trade you place, you give out a chunk of your profit. In fact, you give out a chunk of your turnover to the stockbroker as brokerage charge. Now this might look less in case of full service brokers, not about just Marwari Shares, but they're going to take a big chunk depending on the size of your transaction. We'll just head to the digitalblogger.com's brokerage calculator of Marwari Shares just to understand different kinds of charges they are going to levy on you, so that you get a first hand sort of an understanding of how this basic concept of pricing works here. So this is the brokerage calculator of Marwari Shares. You can actually use it for any broker. We've got it for around 90 to 100 brokers here. We'll just talk about Marwari Shares in this example, and we'll take equity delivery just to give you a clear idea. We'll put in some prices in here. Let's say we've got a few shares for 150 rupees, and we sold them out on the stock market for, let's say, 175. Number of shares, let's say we kept it to 100. For this example, we'll keep the state to be, let's say, Karnataka. I click on calculate button. The corresponding brokerage charges are directly displayed in front of you. Now this is the turnover. 0.3%, if you remember, for delivery was the brokerage rate of your turnover in case of Marwari Shares. Then there is STT, there is SEBI turnover fees, which the SEBI, the regulatory body, takes. Stamp duty is taken by the state. It can change varying the kind of state you are putting in here. Then there are transaction charges, and the goods and services tax, GST, is levied on your trades. So this is the actual brokerage and tax you're gonna pay, and this is your profit at the end of the day. Now let's say you sold the shares at 145 at a loss. Now in that case you are bearing a loss of 635 rupees, but still paying out 135 to the stockbroker. Now this is not about Marwari Shares, this is about any stockbroker for that matter, but when it comes to percentage, this is where it hurts the most. So this is the brokerage calculator. You can check that out at digitalblogger.com. Then we have exposure or leverage. Now for people who do not understand this concept, Basically, it's kind of a short-term loan offered by your stockbroker at a specific rate of interest. Now, this interest rate can be 15 to 23%, depends on your broker and your overall transaction value. Now, in this case, they give you equity intraday up to 10 times, equity futures 2 times. In other segments, you don't really get much of an exposure. So people who are expecting high exposure from their stockbroker might be a little disappointed in this case. Just make sure what level of leverage you are looking to use in your trades, and correspondingly you can make a choice. Then we have customer support. Now this is something very much overlooked by a lot of stockbroker trader, rather not stockbrokers here obviously, by a lot of traders too. They give you phone, email, offline branches. So that's it. So they're only gonna give you a phone, a email, and the offline branches, the 95 branches we were discussing at the start of the video. So this is very limited sort of a number when it comes to number of communication channels. At the same time, they need to work upon two specific things. One, they need to make sure that the customer executives they have hired get proper training in terms of the kind of knowledge they have about trading products and of the brand as well. At the same time, they need to have some sort of professionalism in the way they talk. We did some sort of random test with around 8 to 10 executives on a different point in time, and what we kind of observed was there was one level of consistency that the approach was very passive. And we're talking about people who are looking to open an account. We're not talking about people who are already their clients. Now when you become a client of a stockbroker, they know that this guy is already captured. But when it comes to the acquisition of new potential clients, this is where the energy comes into play. So that is where we found a big sort of a gap. Similarly, email support, the turnaround time is pretty high. It takes them a while to come back with a response. So people who are gonna get stuck in sort of pretty situations, they're gonna find it hard to get out of them through the customer support of this broker. So customer support is one weak area, one weak link in case of this full service stockbroker Marwari Shares. Then pros and cons, but we'll spend some quick time on the research part of it. Now they give you research, they give you tips and recommendations. Since they are a full service broker, they're gonna give it to you through trading platforms they have. They're gonna give it to you through the SMSs, WhatsApp or emails. So they have multiple level of communications when it comes to providing tips and recommendations. But what matters apart from consistency is the accuracy part. Now in this case, for technical analysis, Marwari Shares has a lot to work upon. Even Fundamental has a lot of glitches here and there, and it's not really that consistent. They give you tips, they give you research reports, but they are not consistent, they are not in place. So this is one big area they need to work upon. The prominence of the research team is not that high when you compare with the likes of Angel Broking or Motilal Oswal or bigger sort of a stockbroker who've got much bigger research teams in prominence and visibility aspects. Now this is research. Finally, let's move quickly to the positives and negatives of opening an account with them. Now, I'm kind of thinking a lot more of cons than of pros, but still we will start with the positives first. So they give you a free demat account, free trading account. They give you a reasonable brokerage, not that high, not that low either, but still as a full service broker, they are pretty much in the middle sort of an area. Then they give you at the same time a wide range of trading and investment products. So we looked at the very start of the video, the way they have segregated. They have equity, mutual funds, insurance, they have commodity, currency, they also have ETFs, they have bonds as well. So you can just figure out from what you are expecting from the broker in terms of your investment needs, and they kind of got it covered there. So this is the positive part. Negative part, technology focus is lagging. Mobile app especially, exposure is not that high. At the same time, look at the research part, look at the customer support part. So these are bigger problematic areas in case of Marwari Shares. You have to see what you are looking for. Every trader, every investor has different needs and requirements. It's not that what we are saying is gonna be the requirement for everyone who's listening. No, that can't be a possibility. Probably you are just looking for a free demat or trading account. This is one good option for you, but you have to compromise on different other aspects as well. So just understand your requirements, maybe 2, maybe 3 at max, and then make your choice. Then if you want to have a detailed look about this review, you can check out digitalblogger.com/trading/Marwari group review. We will be putting out the link in the description of this video. You can check out another link here, ourdigitalblogger.com/free stockbroker suggestion. In case you're looking a suggestion from our end, just put in the details and the requirements you want, and we will set up a callback for you accordingly. So that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching it. We hope you liked it. In case you did, please go ahead and press the thumbs icon. We'll really appreciate that. You can also subscribe to our channel, A Digital Blogger, at YouTube for similar videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching this. Bye-bye.